Next skaters on the ice, the Lethbridge Ice Angels, representing Alberta. They are coached by Nina Evans, and their team manager is Kari Carroll. Music today, Torn Humanity in Motion.
Lethbridge Ice Angels.
Once again, from Alberta, the Lethbridge Ice Angels.
Beautiful piece of music.
I really enjoyed that piece of music. I've never heard it before, but they also did a great job skating to it. I really liked how that program was put together. Lethbridge Ice Angels being a hometown team here, it must be very exciting for them to be competing in their province here at Nationals.
Now, I wonder how many hours they train. I mean, I know the top teams that compete for Canada internationally, at least an hour on ice a day, maybe a little bit more off ice, another 45 minutes to an hour. So they have a rigorous schedule as well, very much so in competitive synchronized skating.
Of course, and I think the hardest part with that is a lot of these skaters, they're full-time in school, and not that skaters in junior and senior and other disciplines aren't, but when you're managing 16 different schedules, I can imagine it's not so easy to figure out how to get everything together and make everything work for everyone else.
Yeah, not easy. Well, more chances to have a ride into and out of practice with 16 skaters.
Exactly.
Carpooling, I'm sure, is a big thing, and we'll speak with some of the managers later this week. We will be interviewing some of the coaches, some of the managers, and other officials in synchronized skating, get a little bit of background on their participation.
And also how the sport's evolved.
Yes.
I mean, it's come a long way over the years. There's more and more teams, and it's become more and more popular, and it'd be really nice to get it out there so other people can see that this really is an exciting sport to not only watch, but to do as well for the skaters.
And I think there's lots of room for evolution of the sport.
Certainly.
As every discipline has, and rules can change and things can be added. I've seen probably 10 to 12 world championships before they actually had a world championship. They had a world challenge.
Okay.
And I went to numerous of those, working with the ISU to cover them. And how it's changed since then, it's just quite remarkable. It really is. And I just find it's very entertaining.
It is, for sure. I was at the World Championships in Hamilton a couple years ago, and I've never been in a venue like that was just so
Crazy.
exhilarating.
Yeah. You walk out
For
exhausted.
a fan, it's really fun to watch.
And you walk out exhausted because
Exactly.
there's so much energy in the building.
Well, you see all the fans in the stands and their chants that they have and how crazy they get for their teammates. It's really exciting to watch, and I can imagine it's even more exciting to be a part of.
And there's been a number of single skaters or dancers or pair skaters that have also gone into synchronized skating, adult synchronized skating. There's numerous teams across the country, so you can continue your skating career, well after you stop competitive.
There is actually, Ted, one of my best friends, Michelle Moore, she was a senior lady. She competed at nationals multiple years in a row. And then she actually decided to try synchro, and she skated for Nexus. She was part of the team that won world championships. And she said it was so different as far as training goes, but it was also very, very difficult. And I don't think people understand how difficult it is.
They don't. But, even with the other disciplines, other than maybe jumps, it looked difficult. Okay, whatever. But dance is so difficult.
It is.
Synchro is so difficult. Unfortunately for our sport, you're dressed really nicely.
Yes.
And you're a beautiful person. You have your hair done, so it just looks nice. It doesn't look as difficult.
They make
it's
it look very
remarkable.
easy.
Yeah.
It's much more difficult than it looks.
And you're going to see some amazing synchronized skating throughout this.
Definitely.
These next 3 days.
This is just the beginning of it all, but I think definitely when we get to the junior and senior events, you're going to see some great skates and some amazing performances.
Skating so closely, and you would know this, being a pair skater and ice dancer, skating so closely to your partner, you really have to know how hard you can push because how far away they are from you in order to
you have to know your partner.
Yeah.
And there's so much more that goes into it. Like you can't just be lazy on a certain section because you want to and because you're tired. You need to go at all times in the program. And it takes a lot of learning not only how to work together, but also each other. Sometimes you have a partner that gets nervous and you need to learn how to deal with that and how to be able to bring them back down to where you are in practice. So I can imagine when there's 16 of them, it's a lot harder than just one.
Here's a look at the scores. 46.69 for the segment score, total competition score of 23.35 factored, and they're currently ranking them in third place.